friends, and welcome back to Player's Companion. I'm Haley.
And I'm Dustin.
And today we are bringing you an unboxing of the kind of new Kickstarter version of Castles of Mad King Ludwig. Here we have the original version. You can see that this one dwarfs it by quite a bit.
Yeah, I was going to say, when we were looking at what we thought the differences between the two would be, initial impression, about 10 pounds.
So it's not. And this one has an expansion in it. It's like, weighs nothing.
Right. So, speaking of expansions, that's why we decided to go ahead and show this. The expansion for Renovations is currently up for order on Kickstarter right now, so you can pledge into that. Or if you missed this deluxe edition, you can also still get this one too. The Colossal Edition, which is like the jumbo-sized one, is out of print. There aren't any more of that. But if you got that one before, there is also a jumbo, colossal-sized expansion. So let's figure out the differences here. We're going to unbox this. We're going to play through a game and
break her in.
Yeah, see what's different between the two versions of this classic game. All right, we were cracking into Castles of Mad King Ludwig, Royal Collector's Edition. This guy's chunky. Okay, so we got catalog. We have our rule book.
Starter tiles.
A different foyer. Yes,
Yeah, there's a starter. They have that many different playable characters now.
Well, it's only up to 5 players, 1 to 5 players. So just maybe options. All right, so you have our board here. This one adds in board with a moat. You've got different locations that has like markers for housing different pieces and stuff. We'll get into those. Got a few new rules here, so we'll have to kind of check out the other expansion pieces. They have some crazy storage trays going on in here, which is great. First player token. Alright, so the Deluxe edition here has the different towers to purchase, like this guy. Very gothic.
Very Gotham.
Yeah, but actually it's got kind of a metropolis kind of feel too. The Fritz Lang, not the DC Comics.
Also the DC Comics.
Yeah, very interesting. Okay. And then our trays here, which hold a lot of our different pieces, keep them organized.
That's nice.
Size and shape. Alright. And then all the hallways, things, got our cards and everything on there, all the little disc pieces, so pretty sweet. So these are our objective cards, extra scoring potential there. Secret objectives that give you bonus pieces.
The ones you draw for the room size.
Ah, yeah, okay. Yeah, just more sorting for more of the many myriad different size and shape pieces. And here we've also got tucked away a few of our bonus expansion items. There's our extra moat wall. You can go out around there. Your little hallway pieces to connect. Oh, this guy's heavy. Lots of extra tokens.
Like poker chips.
Yeah, very nice there. For different room types. Look up what all of those do. Our extra plastic swan tokens. With individual swan spaces carved into the plastic. Also an interesting little nifty detail. They are weighted with metal on the bottom.
Wow.
So they don't roll around. Yeah, that's a lot there. And the coins.
Oh, they're metal, okay.
Yeah, metal coins. And then all of our tiles are here at the bottom. So these are going to get condensed and packed into our slots here for storage later, but...
That's where I come in.
Yeah, punching these out is Haley's job. They promised on this one to change the coloration and look a little bit so the art was more clear. We'll compare them to the other one here in just a moment, but the in general, the idea was to make the names, the symbols, the colors pop more on any game mechanic related stuff. Ideally keeping still the art of the rooms themselves visible, but making it so it was easier to, at a glance, know what you're doing, what you're playing, and help you score more easily. I think that's probably why I've always loved this game, is I like making the weird shaped buildings, and I just like that mechanically it works well, but just the theme of it as well just lends itself so well to the building of the game. So just by comparison, I'm going to go through this version of the game real quick to kind of see what the old one looked like, our well-played one here. Our friend did a little swapperoo with us a while back, and because exactly of some of the things that were mentioned why they did the newer version is because it just doesn't look nearly as pretty. Like, there's a lot of details, the colors are more muted on this one, and because the colors are muted on both the symbols and the pictures of the on the tiles themselves, they aren't all necessarily super easy to read. Yes, like the yellow symbol and the yellow tile on the floor are like the same on that one. But you can tell, I mean, this is the one where I don't really recognize a lot of the rooms immediately by the art on them, whereas as I was flipping through the new one, I recognized right away like a lot of the rooms, and I think it's because I'm used to playing that other version with the revised art. We've got our very plain tile storage zones.
Yeah, so Kathy has the mat that she made, that she fit over here, and she made like little trays for them, but she had to make them herself.
Well, I think we have a winner. She's already discovered the giant oversized storage box and has decided it is a new home. Perfect jumbo Ren sized. Ready to fill in these beautiful interlocking plastic storage trays. Haley is hard at work punching out these cardboard pieces. I feel like this is kind of like a Christmas video, you know, like we're watching the kids unwrap their presents or whatever.
It's Boxing Day. We're playing with our toys.
Yeah, that's true. And every time, this is your favorite part. As we do the setup here, we've got one major difference. What I thought was just a game board, much like Palaces, the sequel game, like a moat to go around your castles, was actually the scoreboard for the game, which has both a summer and winter side. The underside of this has like an ice pattern on it instead for, you know, your preference. You like that one a little better. But yeah, not only is it your scoreboard, it also houses all of your plastic moldings for your pieces, which will be available in each game. You don't use all of them every time, and the number of pieces per player count is there inside, which is great because I always forget.
Alright, the game is set up. We're ready to begin.
Yeah, now thematically, we are contractors. The Mad King has invited us to come build his place, but he's insane, so these rooms will all be in a nonsensical arrangement in strange shapes. Can't wait to see what kind of castles we come out with here. Haley has chosen to be House Targaryen and build their castle. I am playing as the Hidden Village of Sound from Naruto. There's a lot of pieces here too that you might not see get used in the end, like the towers are out for show. The towers expansion is new, and we're not super familiar with it, so we're going to hold back on it for right now. We are playing with the Secret Passages expansion, so we start with these little bitty guys here up front, and they let us connect new rooms.
Our goals for this are number of completed rooms and then the longest path of rooms.
The Deluxe Edition actually comes with all of the previously released expansions bundled in, along with the new Towers ones. Secret Passages, Swans, Moats, and King's Favors. So we're just going to play with the one expansion for right now, but you can pile everything in if you're an experienced player. Castles of Mad King Ludwig is a game which challenges players to build a castle out of whatever materials they have on hand, no matter how crazy the results may be. Players score points for each individual room that they play. At the end of the game, also score points for how much money they've managed to collect, as well as for any secret objectives they may have accomplished. Though the king is mad, he does still have some preferences that you have to adhere to. Rooms that have matching symbols on them provide bonus points. However, rooms that don't go together will give you a penalty. Rooms that are completed by filling all their entryways will provide you a bonus, as indicated on the completion card. The small expansions packed in include different ways that alter gameplay. Secret passages, which we're using this evening, allows passageways and rooms to connect in ways that they previously couldn't have. As players build their castle, they gain points and race their swans around the track, seeing who will ultimately become the favored builder of the Mad King. So we're a couple rounds into the game. Haley is the master builder this time around, so she is pulling these rooms from the stacks, which will become our new, not really an auction so much, but the master builder tries to arrange these in a way that's advantageous for them when the other players buy them from the track. We have to pay the master builder every round in order to get these. Our castles are already beginning to come together, even in this early state. You can see here I have kind of a quiet, sleepy castle where I've made sure to come in through the foyer to the servants' quarter. It's a nice, quiet room. And way at the end of the hall is where I keep the billiards room, because I don't want no noise.
Mine likes round things.
It's just the round castle. And again, the long hall. You enter in with a library, a parlor, and garden. Very nice. And then down, down, down the stairs into the fungus room. A few points behind. Let's see if I can catch up.
I knew this was going to happen when Dustin was like, am I going to catch up? Yes. He was caught up by a lot.
What are we talking about? The game's not over yet. It's not over yet. You're still in this? Oh, God.
Dustin's a sucker. I'm leaving now.
Is this the end of the game or at the last?
We're at the last
two cards.
Last
two? Is that complete?
That's it. Yeah. Tray is empty.
I'm looking up rules, see how Haley cheated. How did she get 11 points ahead of me? She was just complaining about being behind. No.
You saw. I explained everything I did.
Not taking it. Nope.
I'm just better than you.
I'm not taking this laying down. You're sleeping on the couch.
Yeah, right. Look at the winner.
I know. I'm the one sleeping on the couch. Shouldn't have said anything.
That's our final scores. It came down almost to just the money. No, it wasn't the money. It was this stupid card. It was just chance of the draw. That's cool.
Well, I mean, I grant you.
Good for you.
It was easier in a two-player game.
Yeah, that's true.
Like 50-50. So,
yeah.
You know. But yeah, let's take you on a tour of our respective castles.
Okay, mine is all about sleep and rejuvenation. So, we're the Dragon Clan, not Targaryen. If you go downstairs, there's a fungus room, and that's it. Don't go downstairs. We go through the library, and then there's a parlor, and the royal bodyguards like to hang out in this long room here. And then go back to the parlor, to the food prep room, and the forum. And then there is a lilac cabinet. See, it's just very serene. And then you go into the greenhouse, hang out with the royal dog, and there's the vault. And that is the Dragon Clan.
Come and visit the halls of the hidden village of sound. To your right, as you enter in through the foyer, you find a quiet servants' quarters leading into the quiet room and formal gardens, a place of luxurious relaxation. However, the entire rest of the place is loud, a cacophony of bawdy laughter and jokes coming from the sewing room, the flute room. Go across the larders. There is a porch hidden in the secret passageways.
Go down the long, twisting hallway. Find your way into the billiards room. Just off the side of the laundry room, of course. And end your time here in the theater. Our king likes to entertain.
And we are back after playing through a quick game of Castles of Mad King Ludwig. I've got my gloating crown on, and we're ready to...
You had that one at the beginning.
I was ready to gloat. So...
People aren't gonna like you.
What'd you think of it? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I have to say I really appreciated the organization because it felt like a Stonemaier game, which I love that aspect of their stuff. It's almost too organized,
There's
but like I don't know I can complain about being too organized.
Right.
But yeah, I mean the rules are the same.
It is a vastly improved version, at least artistically, presentation over the other one.
I am excited to try the expansions, especially the tower one. I'm really curious how that works. Those pieces are really nice.
Now, I would say in general, like, I probably wouldn't necessarily buy this if you already had the base game, unless you really wanted to go into it for, again, the presentation, the enhanced pieces. If it's one you play a lot, you know, then it's worth picking up again.
But it really is the same game, unless like you just really want that tower expansion because it's exclusive to this.
Right? Yeah, having all the expansions is nice. Yeah, for sure. But if you haven't bought it yet, absolutely get this version over the other one. I say it's 60. This one's like 100 if I remember on Kickstarter currently. But you do get 4 expansions that have already been published, plus 1 brand new one, all packed inside here. The expansion for this, Renovations, is also currently up for pledge at the moment, which adds in a lot of tiles that have, I looked right, it's multiple types of rooms depending on like the half. They're under construction to go with the name. So
that would be more like the Winchester Mystery House at that point.
Yeah, so some very interesting changes to be done with that, and it's pretty cheap as well. If you have any questions or comments on the game, let us know below if you've played this one, or Palaces, or Between Two Castles, all from the series. They're great games. Let us know which one you prefer, your play experience with those, and yeah, until next time.
Thanks for watching.
And hail to the king.
Not you.